Have you ever heard the saying, food is medicine? Well, what if I told you that one single leaf, something you can grow in your garden or find in your grocery store, might hold the power to lower your blood sugar, fight belly fat, and even help with bad cholesterol? Sounds like a miracle, right? But stick with me, because this isn't hype and it's not magic. It's science. And today, I want to show you how this simple leaf could become one of the most powerful tools in your kitchen for feeling stronger, clearer, and healthier, especially as we age. Now, if you're over 60, you've probably noticed how your body responds differently to food. The weight around the belly gets harder to lose. Blood sugar numbers creep up. And maybe your doctor has started mentioning watching your cholesterol. But here's the good news. You're not stuck. Your body is still incredibly capable of healing and responding if you give it the right tools. And this leaf, it's one of them. Today, I'm going to walk you through what researchers have found about this one humble leaf and how it's been shown to help with balancing blood sugar, shrinking dangerous belly fat, improving cholesterol levels, and even supporting better energy and digestion. And no, it's not some expensive supplement or rare exotic herb. You'll recognize it. You might have even passed it by in the produce aisle without realizing its power. Now, we're not talking miracles in the magical sense. We're talking about plant-based compounds that work with your body, things your body already knows how to use. And we'll explain it all in plain, everyday language. So grab a cup of tea, settle in, and let's explore how one leaf, yes, one leaf, could make a major difference in how you feel every single day. Coming up, I'll walk you through 5 science-backed insights plus simple habits you can start right away. Ready? Let's dig in. So what is this miracle leaf we're talking about? It's Moringa, sometimes called the drumstick tree or miracle tree in traditional cultures. This bright green leaf has been used for centuries in parts of Asia and Africa, and now modern science is catching up to what many people have known for generations. But here's the thing. This video isn't just about Moringa. It's about what it does, how it works in your body, and how you can use it smartly to help with blood sugar, cholesterol, and stubborn belly fat, especially as you get older. Here are the 5 key ideas we're going to explore today, each one backed by research but explained simply. Moringa helps lower blood sugar naturally, thanks to special plant compounds that act a bit like natural insulin. It targets stubborn belly fat by calming the kind of inflammation that makes weight cling to your middle. Moringa can reduce bad cholesterol and even raise the good kind, making it powerful for heart health. It boosts digestion and energy, helping your body absorb nutrients better, which matters more as we age. It's easy to use, and even easier to make part of your daily routine. You don't need a PhD in nutrition to use it, just a simple strategy. We'll talk about each of these in more detail, including the how and the why, with simple takeaways you can try starting today. No overwhelm, no crazy supplements, just real food, real science, and real changes you can feel. Let's get into the first insight, how Moringa helps balance your blood sugar and why that's one of the most powerful things you can do for your energy, memory, and long-term health. How Moringa helps lower blood sugar naturally. Let me ask you something. Have you ever felt that post-meal crash? You eat a meal, maybe even something healthy, and an hour later, you feel tired, foggy, maybe even a little shaky. That's often a sign your blood sugar spiked and then dropped too quickly. And over time, that roller coaster takes a real toll, especially after 60. It's not just about how you feel after lunch. Blood sugar swings are tied to fatigue, brain fog, weight gain around the belly, and even memory issues down the road. But here's where it gets exciting. Moringa has shown remarkable ability to smooth out those blood sugar spikes. Researchers have found that moringa leaves contain plant compounds, particularly one called isothiocyanates, that seem to work a bit like nature's own version of insulin. They help your body use sugar more efficiently, so less of it floats around in your bloodstream. Think of it like this. If sugar in your blood is like traffic on a highway, moringa helps open up more lanes. That means less congestion, less buildup, and a smoother ride for your blood, your brain, and your energy levels. One small study published in the journal Plant Foods for Human Nutrition found that people who added just 1.5 teaspoons of moringa powder to their meals had lower post-meal blood sugar levels without making any other big changes. Pretty amazing, right? And here's the even better news. You don't need a fancy recipe. You can add moringa powder to something you're already eating, like a morning smoothie, a bowl of soup, even sprinkled into eggs or oatmeal. You can also drink it as tea, which is a gentle way to start using it if you're new. Now, moringa isn't a cure, and it works best alongside smart habits, like moving after meals, eating more fiber, and managing stress. But it's a powerful helper, a plant ally that supports your body's natural blood sugar control, especially as metabolism changes with age. A simple thing you can do is try half a teaspoon of moringa powder once a day and see how your body responds. If you're on diabetes medication, just check in with your doctor first, because it can amplify the effects, which can actually be a good thing if managed well. And remember, you're not stuck. No matter how long you've dealt with blood sugar issues, your body still responds. You just need the right signals, and moringa is one of them. Before we move on, ask yourself this. What would it feel like to have more steady energy after meals instead of the crash? More clarity, fewer cravings, less afternoon slump. That's what better blood sugar control makes possible, and moringa can help get you there. If this insight is helping you, go ahead and subscribe. We've got more simple science-backed tools coming your way, things that actually work, especially for those of us past 60. Moringa and belly fat, the inflammation connection. Let me ask you this. Have you ever felt like belly fat is the last to go, no matter how well you eat or how often you try to move? That's not your imagination, and it's not about willpower either. As we age, belly fat becomes more stubborn, and the reason is something most people don't talk about enough: inflammation. Now, I know inflammation sounds like a buzzword, but here's what it really means in plain English. Your body uses inflammation to heal injuries and fight off illness. That's a good thing. But chronic low-level inflammation, the kind that hangs around quietly for years, can cause all kinds of problems, including making it easier to gain fat, making it harder to lose it, and telling your body to store fat around your belly. Think of it like this. Your body is like a campfire. A little flame is useful, but if it smolders too long without clearing out, it starts to burn the wrong things, like your energy, your focus, and your metabolism. And that's where moringa comes in again. Moringa leaves are packed with anti-inflammatory compounds, especially something called quercetin, which has been shown to reduce inflammation in the body. In fact, one study from the Journal of Food Science and Technology found that regular use of moringa helped lower markers of inflammation, while improving cholesterol and even reducing waist circumference in some participants. Here's what researchers have found. When inflammation goes down, your metabolism works better. Your body becomes more efficient at burning fat, instead of storing it, especially around the middle. So instead of blaming yourself, ask, is my body holding on to fat because it's inflamed, not lazy? That shift in thinking changes everything. So what can you do with this? A simple habit is to make moringa tea part of your daily routine. Just steep a teaspoon of dried moringa leaves or powder in hot water for 5 to 10 minutes. Drink it in the morning or after meals. It's gentle, earthy, and helps signal your body to calm the internal fire. You can also try adding it to warm broths, soups, or even mix it into a little yogurt or hummus if you prefer something savory. The key is consistency, small amounts often. Over time, it adds up. And remember, you're not broken. Your body is trying to protect you. But when we give it the right signals, anti-inflammatory foods, gentle movement, better sleep, it lets go of the extra fat it doesn't need. It's not about punishment. It's about partnership. You and your body working together. If this is making sense and you're finding it helpful, go ahead and subscribe now. I've got more practical, age-smart tips coming your way that are designed for real results, not fads. Moringa and cholesterol. How it helps your heart. Let's talk about your heart. Not the emotional kind, though that matters too. I'm talking about the engine that keeps you going day and night. As we age, one of the most common things doctors start watching is cholesterol, especially LDL, or what most people call bad cholesterol. Now, cholesterol isn't all bad. Your body actually needs it to build cells and make hormones. But when LDL levels rise too high and HDL, the good kind, drops too low, it starts to gum up the works, literally. Literally, too much bad cholesterol leads to plaque buildup in your arteries, making it harder for your heart to pump blood. That means more strain, more fatigue, and a much higher risk of heart disease. Still one of the top health threats as we get older. So where does moringa fit into this? Here's what researchers have found. Moringa leaves contain compounds, like beta-sitosterol and chlorogenic acid, that help reduce the absorption of cholesterol in the gut, while also helping the liver clear out excess LDL from your blood. Think of moringa like a gentle broom, sweeping out what your body doesn't need and helping restore a better balance. In a study published in the Journal of Ethnopharmacology, participants who consumed moringa leaf powder daily experienced a significant drop in LDL cholesterol, while also seeing a modest rise in HDL, the good protective cholesterol. Now here's the really empowering part. This didn't take a complete lifestyle overhaul. The people in these studies didn't have to run marathons or go on extreme diets. They simply added moringa as part of their daily rhythm, and their numbers improved. So what can you do? Here's a simple action step. Try adding a teaspoon of moringa powder to a morning smoothie or shake. The fiber and plant sterols help bind to cholesterol in your digestive tract before it can be absorbed. No blender, no problem. You can stir moringa into a glass of warm water with a squeeze of lemon, or sprinkle it onto sautéed greens, or even into brown rice for a heart-smart dinner boost. And here's something encouraging. Changes don't have to be dramatic to be effective. Even small drops in LDL cholesterol can lower your risk of heart issues down the road, especially when combined with good sleep, regular movement, and simple foods that love your heart back. Let's bring it back to you. Have you been told to watch your cholesterol? Do you wonder if there's something more natural you can do without jumping straight to medications? Moringa might be the quiet helper you've been looking for. It's not about perfection, it's about progress. 1 teaspoon, 1 smoothie, 1 smart choice at a time. Because the truth is, even after 60, your body still listens. Give it the right tools and it will respond. Next up, we'll look at another powerful effect of moringa, how it boosts your digestion and energy by helping your body absorb more of the good stuff you're already eating. Moringa for digestion and energy, helping your body absorb what it needs. Here's something most people don't realize. You're not just what you eat, you're what you absorb. You could have the healthiest diet in the world, but if your body isn't breaking down and absorbing nutrients properly, you're still gonna feel tired, sluggish, and possibly bloated. And for many people over 60, digestion just doesn't work like it used to. Have you noticed this? You eat smaller portions but still feel bloated. You're tired even after a decent night's sleep. You take vitamins but wonder if they're even helping. These are often signs that your digestion and nutrient absorption need a little support. And this is another area where Moringa shines. Let's break it down. Moringa is naturally rich in chlorophyll, fiber, and enzymes that gently support your digestive system. It helps your body break down food more efficiently, so the nutrients in your meals, like magnesium, B vitamins, and iron, actually get where they need to go. Think of your digestive system like a garden hose. Over time, it can get a little clogged, slow, inefficient, leaky. Moringa works a bit like a flush that clears the hose and restores better flow, especially in the gut. One study in Frontiers in Pharmacology noted that Moringa supports liver and gut health, helping with detoxification and improving the microbiome. Those friendly gut bacteria that support digestion, mood, and even immune function. That means less gas, less bloat, more regularity, and better energy. So, what's a simple way to use it? Try this morning ritual. Stir 1/2 teaspoon of Moringa powder into a cup of warm water with a squeeze of lemon and drink it first thing in the morning. This little combo helps stimulate gentle digestion, support liver function, and set up your gut to better absorb nutrients from breakfast and beyond. You can also sprinkle Moringa on lightly cooked veggies or into a cup of bone broth before lunch or dinner. And here's another tip. Moringa is rich in iron and vitamin C, and that combination naturally supports energy and helps oxygen flow better through your body. That means less fatigue, even on slow days. Let me ask you, have you been reaching for coffee or sugar just to get through the day? What if your body was actually asking for better absorption, not more stimulation? Start small, start gentle. Moringa isn't a jolt, it's support. And that's exactly what your body needs after 60. Not a slap on the back, but a steady hand, guiding it to work better with what you're already giving it. Because when your digestion improves, everything improves. Your sleep, your skin, your energy, your mood. If this insight spoke to you, tap that subscribe button, because we've got more tools like this coming up. Simple, smart shifts that work with your body, not against it. Part 5. Making Moringa a daily habit without overwhelm. Approx. 590 words. You've learned what Moringa can do for your blood sugar, belly fat, cholesterol, and digestion. But let's be honest, information is only helpful if it turns into action. So let's talk about something practical. How do you actually use Moringa in daily life without needing a health degree or an expensive shopping list? Because if something's complicated, we just don't stick with it. Especially if you've already got a full day ahead of you, errands, family, appointments, or just trying to manage your energy. So here's the good news. Moringa is one of the easiest health boosters to build into your life, and you only need a little to get started. Let's go over the easiest options. Option 1, Moringa tea. The gentle start, just steep 1 teaspoon of dried Moringa leaves or half a teaspoon of Moringa powder in hot water for 5 to 10 minutes. Add lemon or a touch of honey if you like. When to drink it? First thing in the morning to wake up digestion. After meals to help manage blood sugar. Before bed, yes, it's caffeine-free. Option 2, smoothie. Add in for a bigger boost. Blend half to 1 teaspoon of Moringa powder into your morning smoothie. It goes great with berries, banana, almond milk, Greek yogurt, or protein powder. It adds a mild, earthy taste and a lot of nutrients in just 1 scoop. Option 3, sprinkle it in. No cooking required. You can stir a little Moringa powder into soup or bone broth, hummus or guacamole, oatmeal scrambled eggs. You don't need to cook it, just mix it in before serving. Now some people wonder, should I take a capsule instead? You can, but the powder or leaf tea is often fresher and lets your body interact more fully with the plant's nutrients. Plus, you can adjust the amount and see how your body responds. Start small, half a teaspoon per day. Give it a week. See how you feel. Then if your body likes it, you can gradually work up to 1 to 2 teaspoons a day, split into 2 servings. It's gentle, but powerful. Now let's talk about consistency. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to make it easy and repeatable. Try setting your Moringa next to your tea kettle or coffee pot, or pair it with something you already do, like brushing your teeth or taking your vitamins. This is what psychologists call a habit anchor, and it's one of the most powerful ways to make new health habits stick, especially as we get older. Because the truth is, the best health habit isn't the most intense one. It's the one you actually do. So think about this. Could you pick one time of day, even just 3 days a week, to try Moringa? Could you try the tea tomorrow morning and just see how it makes you feel? Small steps, real results. Your body doesn't need perfection. It needs consistency, and you can absolutely do this. 1 leaf, big changes. Your next chapter starts now. Let's take a moment to look back at what we've uncovered together. Who would have thought that one humble leaf, Moringa, could hold so many keys to better health? But now you know, this isn't hype. It's not a fad. It's a plant backed by science and used for centuries. Now rediscovered by people who want to feel better in their 60s, 70s, and beyond. Here's what we explored. Moringa and blood sugar. It helps your body keep glucose steady, reducing crashes, cravings, and long-term damage. Moringa and belly fat. By calming chronic inflammation, it helps your body let go of stubborn fat, especially around the middle. Moringa and cholesterol. It lowers LDL, supports HDL, and protects your heart naturally. Moringa and digestion. It boosts absorption, clears bloat, and helps you get more energy from the food you already eat. Moringa as a habit. It's simple to use in tea, smoothies, soups, or just a sprinkle on dinner, and easy to make part of your daily rhythm. Now you might be thinking, okay, but can this really make a difference for me? And here's the honest answer. Yes, especially when it becomes part of your routine. Because real health change doesn't come from extremes. It comes from small, smart shifts, repeated with care. Even after 60, your body still responds. You can still build strength. You can still sharpen your mind. You can still feel lighter, clearer, and more energized in the mornings. You haven't missed your window. In fact, you're right on time. The trick is to start where you are, not where someone else thinks you should be. So here's your invitation. Try one thing tomorrow. Maybe it's Moringa tea in the morning. Maybe it's adding a pinch to your lunch. Maybe it's just saying, I'm going to try this for 1 week and see how I feel. That's it. That's the path forward. And if you found this helpful, if you feel even a little more hopeful or empowered than you did 10 minutes ago, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment below telling me, what's one change you're ready to try this week? Because when we share what we're doing, we build momentum. And when you subscribe, you'll keep getting simple science-backed tools. No hype, just help. You deserve to feel better. You deserve support that actually works. And you deserve to grow stronger in body, mind, and energy at any age. Let's keep going together.